The thing about you, Tom Hanks, because when we talk to you about films, we always imagine that any director you're in the film, they'll be quite intimidated by having you there.
Oh, gee, I wish.
But this time, the director's Clint Eastwood.
Oh, dear.
So how did that dynamic pan out?
Well, you don't want to get one of those Clint Eastwood looks from him, you know? You know, I can't do it, but, you know, where he just kind of like raises one, he looks at you and he's like... Like, you go, Clint, I have this idea, maybe for the scene, if I do that and I throw that over to Aaron and then you can cut, and it's like... Yeah, it's like that's. There was a guy playing a saxophone in Times Square. I said we were done with the shot too soon. I said go over there and give that guy $50 just to let loose with some of those. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But he treats his actors like horses. Because when he was doing, there's a great show, Rawhide. I don't know if you're old enough to remember Rawhide. He played Robbie Yates, a Western. And he had all these old directors there who directed movies that made a big deal about yelling action. You know, we're rolling. All right, stand by. This is a take. Everybody ready? Out of 3, 2, 1. Action! And every time they would do that, the horses they were on would bolt, you know. Action! And they'd have to, like, so when you're in a Clint Eastwood movie, you don't even know the camera's rolling, and you just hear over your shoulder, all right, go ahead. And then, you know, you do it, and sometimes you're doing some pretty hot stuff, and you just keep doing it until you hear him say, that's enough of that. And then you move on and you're on to the next setup. It's intimidating as hell.
Because that could go either way.
Every time? That's enough of that?
Yeah.
Every time?
Yeah.
Instead of cut, that's enough of that.
No, he'll say stop if it means you're going to do it again. But other than most like, all right, that's enough of that. Hey, thanks for the vote of confidence. Please.
All new, The Graham Norton Show. Saturdays at 10. Get caught up at bbcamerica.com, on demand, and the BBC America app.